This is an unboxing video that's going to be coupling this particular ACOG knockoff with this ACOG quick detach mount knockoff that I waited forever for from overseas. And keeping with the keeping with the knockoff theme, a knockoff 10x flash suppressor or flash hider, or what is this thing called? Killflash. I knew there was flash somewhere in the word. So I had read good things about this, and I didn't want to spend any real money, thus the knockoff route. Or I was actually quite surprised to see reference to batteries, because it's my understanding this is battery-less. Some small text I can't read because my eyes are getting bad. Operator manual. It really doesn't do much other than talk about the different models they sell. Cleaning cloth and the actual mount. So the reason I went after this particular mount for my Hatsan Vectis was I wanted some type of scope. Didn't want to spend any real money because the rifle wasn't that expensive. But what I liked about this, and let me actually see if you guys can see this, is the actual reticle. There we go, is a chevron. And I thought that was kind of cool because all the other knockoffs were like crosshairs, and when the crosshairs illuminate, it really covers the target, whereas the chevron you can adjust, and you know, the tip of the chevron could be your target. What I couldn't find online and what I didn't see in the manual is, okay, so there's your right left. Well, which way right and which way left? There's no arrow indicator, there's just an R. And I had done a little research online, and that seems to be a big drawback. Same thing with up. Okay, up which way? Up left or up right? So what I'll probably do is mount this on the Vectis, and then do some throw a bore sighter in there, and do a little left, right, up, down to see how that operates. But I definitely wanted to put this quick detach mount on. And I will put the kill flash on as well, just like a real ACOG. Cheesy for what it is, to just sit in there like that with the band. Just janky, but it is what it is. And pray that these line up, which it looks like they do. I'm not going to worry about Loctite because this is an air rifle and it's in 22. So that's not a whole lot of vibration. Another reason I went with all the knockoff gear. There's, in my opinion, absolutely no reason to spend, you know, what I would call real money for this level of air rifle. So that is it, and it is ready to be mounted and sighted on my Vectis. So kind of cool. I did take the Vectis out to the range, and I did sight the irons in at about 25 and then settled in at 50. Kind of did basic windage for 25, a little bit of elevation just to see how close to paper I was hitting, and then really good at 50. But that red fiber optic is so big at 50 yards that unless you're shooting at a large target, and I was doing small dots just to try and zero it, that you're just not going to hit anything reasonable. So this should help in terms of the chevron with 50 yards out and being a little more accurate, and we'll see how that goes with a range day. More to come. Looks like mounted to the Hatsan Vectis iron sights, or rather fiber optic, and that's that big red dot I was talking about. So if you're trying to hit anything larger than, you know, this size target at 50 yards, that dot basically covers the whole thing. But it's a small, tight sight, and I think it'll do well. Let's see how it does at the range.